Welcome back to the Secret Nerd Base. I am all set up for Halloween, at least this area, and I am ready to bring the next movie to you. This is a pretty good, solid recommendation. It goes with something that I talked about earlier this week, which was The Reanimator. This movie is also directed by Stuart Gordon. It is a H.P. Lovecraft style movie, and it is, as you probably guessed, From Beyond. This is based off a short story by Lovecraft. Basically, it's about a scientist who invents this machine that will heighten your pineal gland, if I'm saying it correctly, and it allows you to see beings in another dimension that's parallel to ours. So they co-inhabit our world. We can't see them, they can't see us. But when it brings both of us into each other's light, those beings can now see us, and they can also interact with us, and they're not too happy. They're pretty violent. Thus, at the very beginning of the movie, that scientist gets killed. The assistant makes it out of the house. He then gets arrested and charged for the murder. The assistant, played by Jeffrey Combs, is then put into an institution. A young doctor played by Barbara Crampton, decides to help the scientist or the assistant by recreating the experiment, but she actually has her own agenda. She's accompanied by, basically, I guess it's like their mobile orderly or like a bouncer or whatever. It's Ken Foy, and if you guys have been following Benjamin Banks, which I hope you are, he will pop up in his 31 movies where African Americans make it through or out alive. I recommend checking that out if you haven't been following him. He's a really good content, so follow him. But anyway, yeah, so Ken Foy's in this, Barbara Crampton, Jeffrey Combs. And the thing is, this is when the movie kind of deviates from the story, because there's all weird kinky stuff that happens too. I mean, granted, she does interact and is able to activate the machine. It brings in a lot of creatures, a lot of messed up stuff happens. It's pretty violent. A little bit higher budget, I guess, than Reanimator. I really dug this. They were planning to do a third movie. It was Dagon. I mean, eventually I think they did it, but it wasn't to the scale of Reanimator and From Beyond. I recommend giving it a check. You know, it's kind of divisive. Some people really love it. Some people really hate it. I loved it, of course, which is why I would be recommending it to you. A fun fact to kind of check out, Reanimator, how I mentioned earlier, they had that theme was that really weird bright green. This one has a lot of that cosmic pink throughout the whole movie. So, you know, kind of keep an eye on that. Check that out and check out some other things that you might see kind of under the covers and under the radar. But again, hope you guys are enjoying Halloween, and I hope you're enjoying the movies that I recommend. You take care, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one.